Hello everybody, I'm RuudDevil. Welcome back to another Age of the Ring cast. Today we have a 2v2 on Harlond. A pretty solid map actually. It's a bit weird because, well, just the design of it. I mean, you got like this little like harbor here, and then you got like these random rocks that sort of block the way, and this is a bit of a bottleneck, but then this is actually wide open. It's asymmetric, but then not really asymmetric. Like, it's not different enough, but it's still kind of weird. So anyway, 2v2. We have me in the bottom left as Gondor. My partner in crime, oh no, this wasn't Samwise. This was Puddles on my team as Wooden Realm. We were against Samwise Jenkins as Misty Mountains and Oscar as Isengard. Now, the purpose of today's video, I mean, they're always layered. I provide layered, in-depth content. You should know this. It's a video where you'll watch it and then you'll have to really like analyze your life and then go back and watch it again to make sure you understood it all. But you know, in addition to all that, we're going to be looking at just how strong Gondor is, and in particular how strong Denethor is, and what is the best way to balance him. Because as you'll see in this game, not to spoil it inadvertently, but I guess I already have, Denethor runs riot, and he's a really strong hero. He was decent in 5.0 and 5.1 and all that, but they made his movement speed really slow for whatever reason, not really sure. And it was so slow, basically no one ever used him because if you ever had to retreat, he would just die because his movement speed was like half of vanilla Dane. Like, it was really slow. And in this version, they gave him so much. Obviously, they restored his movement speed, but they built in Denethor, because Denethor used to be his own hero, but he has the Denethor summon now. And he has just so much going for him that we're going to demonstrate just how strong he is, but also we're going to see if we can come up with a decent balance for him. For me, personally, I think if you just get rid of the Denethor summon and just give him the old Palace Guards, then that would be a pretty good balance. Or, I mean, because you're summoning a hero that's got abilities as well. It's got Cripple and it's got the debuff. So it's basically, like, and you pay to level him up as well. So you're always guaranteed to get it. It's not like some hero abilities where it's like, oh, they're really strong, but you have to level them up. Like, you know, there's a chance he'll die, there's a chance he won't get enough XP, blah, 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 blah. This is the danger with paying to level up heroes. So it's sort of hard to get to the crux of why he's so strong and which way to balance it. So anyway, Puddles is pretty new to the game, at least new to PvP. So basically, I told him, let me do my thing as Gondor, and anytime I attack, he basically needs to hold off Samwise. Sam, by nature, is a defensive player, but in 2v2s, if you ever attack one, you can guarantee that the teammate's going to come and help. So basically, all I wanted him to do was hold off the goblin attack. We have Oscar going with double Wildman Heart. He's been talking to Martin too much. In fact, this might be Thran doing, because this is level 2 as well, so he's got the axe throwers. Double... Actually, you know what? Double is pretty standard, but if he goes for a third one, then he's been talking to Martin too long. Anyway, War Chant comes in. A bit of a waste on a creep, but I understand why he did it. Goblin layers are so annoying to farm. Me at the moment doing the standard start: barracks, archery range, marketplace, and then now we save up for Denethor. If we go to Gondor, so I've got basically 4 battalions out. I've got my marketplace. We just need 1,300 more, and we can start to get Denethor out. Denethor is 1,600, and obviously you pay to level them up as well, which I forget how much each one it is. It might be like 300 each time, and you do it 3 times. So he's quite expensive by the end of it. Anyway, we're just creeping, and Goblin Lairs do take a while. Let's see what Sam's doing. Sam is ignoring the Moria Screeches, which is a pretty smart bet for 2v2, unless you're really good with Misty Mountains. But, I mean, the Mountain Orc Lodge, the only thing that annoys me with this is that you have to upgrade it to get the archers. But, I mean, these starter units are cheap, and they're actually pretty damn strong. So, there we go. Anyway, I got the Signal Fire, because they're really, really useful. Not just for vision, but obviously reducing the cooldown. And I didn't realize Puddles was... He went for the Scout ability, and he's got some pretty aggressive placement here. One dude in the mine. Here comes the Wildman. Is the third hut coming up? It's an Uruk Pit. Okay. Okay. He's not going full tryhard yet. Plus 21. Plus 22. I thought we'd get more of these. The marketplace does give you the buff. Anyway, I see him coming, so I immediately stop creeping this lair. And all my money's gone. I think this is where I get Denethor. I don't know how long this match has gone on for. Less than 5 minutes. Ooh! But for all my... I guess because the eco you get from Wildman, he was... Oscar was able to afford Lurtz. There goes the war chant. Sandwiched by Sylvan Archers. Going to be really helpful. No goblins yet. And he sort of clumped himself here, which is good because he gets more stuff hitting the farm. But I think Waldman's spearmen do shit siege damage, and most of them look like spearmen. Maybe he was expecting a Pinneth Galen start. But they all died, and the farm managed to hold out. Anyway, there's Denethor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is 300 each time. So by the end of it, it should be 2,500 you spend on Denethor. But that whole Wildman army died. I think he needed actual Wildmen and not the spearmen. He must have been thinking I went for Cav start. I think you would only need one spearman anyway. You only need one spearman with your whole army. So Denethor. His leadership is also really good. You get experience gain. He does debuff some of your heroes, but unless you plan on making Faramir, I mean everyone's gonna make Gandalf in the late game. But I guess the armor reduction isn't so bad. But the flee for their lives, Inspire Fear is really useful. All of his abilities seem to be really short cooldown as well. Anyway, Golfimble comes out for Samwise, and he's got the Wargs as well. You get some early levels on Golfimble, he's really good. There's only one pike out for Puddles. I told Puddles to cover me here. No, actually, this first attack I didn't tell him to cover me. And I think I pay the price here. Anyway, we've got the experience gain. He's leveled up again. There goes the Inspire Fear, so half his army can't even do anything. The summon goes in already, because, you know, you pay twice, he's level 6. And now we have an extra hero, which is on a decent timer, really strong, has a cripple, in case you didn't know, and also has a debuff, which is the equivalent of a tier 1 power. And that's basically for paying 600. 600, and you get an extra hero. I mean, it's incredible. Wargs come in with Golfimble. I did have a few pikes in there, so Golfimble's actually low. He does have his Wolf Summon. Carnage comes in. I did have Denethor level 10 at this point, but I set his stun, his cripple, on autocast, which it used it on Berethor to buff him, rather than crippling the Lurtz. I might have been able to kill the Lurtz, or definitely the Golfimble. Golfimble's chasing me here. And I think, yep, he just gets skewered by some pikes. I don't think Jenkins saw the pikes in there. It's not like him to do something so reckless there. But yeah, that was a bit annoying. The autocast. Where is Denethor? He's level 10? Yeah, increases damage output at the cost of armor. If you autocast, he'll just do it on a friendly hero, which is annoying, because I could have definitely killed this Lurtz. And you want to kill Lurtz, because he's such a danger. I reckon, I mean, let's face it, if Lurtz does Carnage, Denethor dies. So it's not like he's OP in that regard, obviously. But I think if you just throw in all the other aspects of Gondor, just their strong eco and their cheap fiefdom units, it just compounds just how good he is. Anyway, I went with Faramir, because I feel like the long shot was better against all this Wildman spam. But I planned on getting Boromir as well. Let's see, Puddles. He's got Greenwood units already. He hasn't done much attacking, and he hasn't lost anything. So, obviously, if he doesn't lose anything, then he doesn't need to spend money getting units back. And he's gone with the Swordsman and the Glavesman. Double Goblin Cave now comes out. Probably for archers, but also for that spam as well, just to overwhelm. I think 2v2 Misty Mountains should definitely go for the Goblin Towner upgrade. Because the Goblin Towner spam in a 2v2 is so annoying. Anyway, here comes the Cave Troll. Inspire Fear again. Probably should have used it more as a defensive action, but oh well. Let me see how much the long shot does. Oh, insta-kills, as I thought. That wasn't even the upgraded one, but they are just Wildmen. Cave Troll with a tree is terrifying. So you should always have your pikes on him. Greenwood units coming. These are the elite. I want to see them just carve through these goblins. I would put these guys... The enemy's running away from you, Puddles, so I'd put these guys on aggressive when they're doing that. Anyway, Faramir and Denethor being chased. The Berethor summon's almost back. Fucking hell, did I just buff Faramir? God damn it, I did. The cripple is so good and I've just wasted it twice. Because it lowers armor as well. I didn't realize that. So he's got 2 armor debuffs. Fell Wind into Golfimble. Lurt's Carnage. There goes the Wolf Summon. The Wolf Summon's annoying. These wolves are just free damage. Like if your enemy doesn't have pikes and you summon these wolves, they'll do so much damage. But thankfully we did have some stuff. Such a good summon. Anyway, here comes Tauriel to buff his Sylvan. I would have got Farron at this point. Farron for that extra summon, man. If you're going full on Sylvan, then you go with Tauriel. But if not, you go with Farron. And as Ugluk comes out, Boromir is out, so we can combo the Horn of Gondor with the long shot. Double tier 1 for Sam. You always want to go... I said this when I last casted Misty Mountains. You always want to get tier 1s in Misty Mountains. Just always. Just combo all of them. And makes up for the fact that your units are weaker than everyone else's. Golfimble just sitting there. I don't think he realized I had vision of him, which is a bit weird. Was trying to get the... No, it was on cooldown. Okay. It must be later. Tier 2 almost for Oscar. Tier 2 almost for Puddles. I'm actually behind on the power points. I'm behind by 1 point. Oh my god. This beacon here was me telling him in team chat, cover me, I'm going in. Basically, if he sits there, then when Jenkins comes in to attack, he'll run into Greenwood. And we had vision of this whole area because of the Signal Fire, which is good. Vision of the Planted tells me exactly what he's got. So yeah, how do you actually balance Denethor then? Because he is amazingly strong. His abilities come back quickly. He's inexpensive. My main thinking is that you just get rid of Berethor. Because Citadel Guards are good, but it's not like an extra hero, a free hero good. But I don't think the Age of the Ring team would get rid of Berethor. Anyway, Cripple Shot goes in. We'll see how well he can do. Citadel Guard goes in. I think Denethor's actually gonna... So he combos the Cripple Shot with Ugluk, and Denethor does go down, but I do get the summon off. How do you balance Denethor? Well, you Cripple Shot him and then send all your army at him. I think because I sent most of my army to deal with Golfimble, it actually left an open path for Denethor. The debuff's gone in. I've crippled someone. Oh god, where's Boromir? Boromir died too! I don't remember losing this much. There goes the devastation, but Berethor makes it! Oh, and he kills Lutz! So I crippled no one. I lost 2 heroes there. I think that... Okay, doesn't matter if Thing dies. Ithilien Wood comes in to nullify leadership, but the damage has already been done. This gives us extra armor. And I think we must have killed Ugluk as well. I think we killed Ugluk as well. So now, even though I lost 2 heroes, my whole army survived and his didn't. We got the Sylvan Hunters. Here comes the Goblins. Trying to get to Oscar's base. Muzgash on half health. I think I did kill Golfimble as well. Level 5 Faramir, so we have the improved long shot. And it's just amazing. I lost 2 heroes there. And yet here I am attacking his base. That's 1 Uruk Pit down. I think that 50% armor from the Elven King's Feast really helped me here. Escape is cut off by Jenkins. Puddles is on the way though with a really, really good Greenwood army. I got the heal. I bought the heal for Boromir and I wasn't able to get it off in time. There goes the Faramir long shot. How many goes down? Yes is the answer. Holy fuck. Well, we saw there Denethor is not invincible. Really good work by Lurtz. Cripple shot and then going in with the Carnage.
Will not bow to this ranger from the north.
I think you really have to focus on Denethor if you want him to die. I don't think that changes the fact that he's OP. I think it's widely considered that he's still OP. I think it's really hard to balance heroes that you pay to level up. I mean, could you conceivably get rid of that? And just have him level up like a normal hero? I understand why you pay to level up Arwen, because he's a non-combatant. But remember, Denethor is a combatant. He can use his sword. So, it's a bit weird. All the action is in Oscar's base at the moment. I went with Urshak, okay. Greenwood just pumping out now from puddles, by the way. I've upgraded to Arnorians. The Athelian Ranger summon. I think the Faramir summon, and also the Athelians you get from Athelian Wood, is enough to actually cancel out these wildmen as they're coming out, which is kind of funny. Golfinball gets stunned by Denethor. And it's a long enough stun for us to kill him there. Yeah. Captain of Athelian was used. Because I remember Oscar complaining that his troops were dying as they were coming out. Just from all the random Athelians that were standing there. Palace Guard's chasing lurks around the map. I don't remember him doing that. Anyway, Mine Launcher comes in. I don't have any siege, so Mine Launcher could do a lot of damage. And 3 upgraded clan steadings. How the fuck do I get rid of all of this? Let's have a look at Oscar's money at the moment. He's got the Devastations, which would have given him like... I don't know if he got any trees with it, but that would have gotten him like 1,500. He's got like 1,000 after building mine launchers. I mean, decent eco, honestly. But he's lost his Uruk pits, and he's stopped making wildmen because... Well, what are they gonna do? Boromir's... See, that's another thing about Gondor's eco. I lost 2 heroes, and I was able to just get them back like nobody's business. And get a full army of Arnorians. Like, Gondor is... They're so strong. And I think it's fine. Because I think they're a jack-of-all-trades faction. They don't excel at any one thing, they're just good at everything. Jack-of-all-trades, master of none, I think is probably... Maybe that's a bit too harsh on Gondor, but you know what I mean. Anyway, let's have a look at the goblin attack. Maybe trying to take the pressure off Oscar. I thought I heard... no, I think that was the tier 2. I thought he had Thranduil there. Oh, and the tier 2 goes on the cavalry to lower their speed so they get none of the trample off. Oh, very clever, dude. Very clever indeed. Good Berserkers, amazing once you get them to level 2. Always get them banner carriers, and then just run them in, do Fell Determination, and they're so strong. And it seems that Jenkins is actually winning this little fight. I think Good Berserkers are making the difference. Anyway, we're attacking the fortress from behind because... Well, there's 3 fucking grenade launchers shooting at us. Lurtz is there just picking us up, I don't really care. And let's see how much our ambient Athelians do to these. Look at that! Killing the wargs as they're coming out. And that's just the... Oh, that's so good. So useful. And goddamn Shaku is fucking dog shit. Who would have thought ambient Athelian Rangers would be so good? So let's have a look. Boromir, level 3, got the Horn of Gondor. Where is Denethor? Denethor's somewhere in here. There he is. Got the Hero Summon when I need it. Got the Inspire Fear if I get in too much trouble. And got the Cripple in case one of his heroes wants to get out of position. Such a good hero. You could increase the price of him, I guess. But that does seem like a bit of a lazy way of balancing and just increasing the price. Like, this is an RTS. It's not. This is not economics. We actually want to solve the problem. Because Berethor did used to be his own hero, if you remember. He was a hero that no one really bought and was just sort of there. I don't know, man. It just seems really strong that he gets a free hero like that. A free hero with abilities. So you could take away his abilities, he'd be a bit boring to summon. Or you could... I don't know. I wanted to come up with answers, but it's hard to come up with a definitive answer. Like, because if you get rid of Berethor, it's just Citadel Guards. And having double stun on one hero was a bit OP. That was my Western Winds there. Puddles went for 2 tier 2s. And it's pretty much GG at this point. One player is basically out. Oh no, they are out. I've got Forged Blades, and do I have Heavy Armor? And Heavy Armor. We've got 3 heroes. And while Puddles was actually taking a lot of damage there, I think Jenkins could have actually beaten Puddles in a 1v1 here. Because going about Berserkers, we're beating these Greenwoods, and now he's got walls beating them up. It's just the might of Gondor. So now it's just the turtle. And I know exactly what he's preparing because of the planter. So I think I start building the... Yep, there they are, the siege. And we basically siege him out. And what is that buff? Did I use for Gondor? For Gondor always slows down. Oh god, here comes Goldfimble again. Do I get the stun off? It's already on cooldown. Nope, he just decided to charge. And he got the wedgie again. I love that wedgie. The best kind of wedgie, honestly. Oh, and here's the Drake summon. Drake summon with the Fell Wind. That would have insta-killed my whole army had I not had heavy armor. You can see some of them still died. I hit X to scatter my units to counter the Fell Wind. And I used the heal just to make sure they didn't die. But I think he's still got one or... maybe 1 battalion and a half. Maybe 2, actually. I don't know, but that was quite scary for a moment. You can see I popped the Thillian Wood as well. I popped a lot of abilities there just to make sure I didn't die. 2 more levels and we can actually get the experience, although I don't think I need it. There's a lot of 3s and 4s and 5s in there. And now we just wait for... now we just wait for the siege. And he's still harassing... I had no idea this was hit, by the way. He didn't actually tell me this was there. I probably should have looked over. But I guess it's, you know, free power points for him. The Ruin of Angmar. It goes into the tier 3, the weather spell, obviously. I think it goes into the Watcher as well. It doesn't go into the Worm, thankfully. But I could be wrong about that. I'm not well versed in the Misty Mountain spellbook. There's the Call from the Deep ability from the Fortress. Which if you summon it on the units with the Frozen Land, like Samwise has done here, immediately proc that Poison Blade. It's actually devastating, honestly. They're low tier units, so you have to combo with them with some good abilities. And he was unlucky not to kill this unit here. But you can actually kill units way above your tier there with those. Anyway, just harassing his eco here. While the siege comes up. With the Stoneworker, because I just, you know. Insurance, you know me. Sam is still fighting though. Goes with, gets the tier 2 scavenger. Doesn't, never gives in. An admirable quality. 12 points. No, I don't think I'm going to get LSR this game. And there goes the heal. Back so quickly because of the signal fire. Oh yeah. But yeah, just that early... Let's compare Denethor to early heroes. So he got the Lurtz out. Lurtz has always been a strong pick. He's always been an early hero. Age of the Ring, he's pretty balanced because he gets Scavenger last. I think he gets it level 8. The Carnage is a good hero killer, but it's not OP. The early hero for Wooden Realm is Tauriel, arguably Farron, but you have to level them up conventionally. And aside from the Farron summon, nothing too ridiculous. Actually, I guess Denethor isn't even the early hero. He's in the same price range. You get Forlong. So what's the equivalent? Denethor 1600. What's the equivalent for other factions?
I've seen more than you know.
It's Goldfimble, I think, for Misty Mountains. You could say Farron or Radagast is a bit too expensive. There's a Ruin of Angmar. Oh, and the Drake goes on the trebuchets. And there's for Gondor. You can tell he's just trying to annoy me because I made my siege. It'll take a while to rebuild it. But he's summoned the Drake on him anyway. Just to draw it out and break my will. He knows I get irritated easily when people don't give up. It's one of my many faults. The number of games I quit out for winning positions just because I can't be bothered. But thankfully, the Drake isn't enough before the might of a fully upgraded Gondor army. So while this fortress goes down and the game's coming to an end, I ask you 2 questions. 1, do you think Denethor is OP? Do you think he's actually decent? And 2, if he is OP, what do you think is the best balance? For me, I mean, maybe you could go with a price increase. Maybe you go 2 grand. So he's like Radagast territory. And then with all the upgrades, he's like reaching 3,000. And that's the price that you pay a premium because you pay to level him up, maybe. Or you just get rid of Denethor, and he's actually like he's a full-on support hero, but he doesn't have that extra free hero that you can get. Because I feel like that's just so good. So what do you think? I think you get rid of the Denethor. And there it is, GG. Bit of a walk in the park, honestly. And that was after losing 2 heroes. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this little cast with a twist. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out. Bye.